Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another video. Today we are doing the 2000 subscriber Q&A special. We're going to be starting off on Discord, and then we're going to be going over to the YouTube comments of my YouTube video that I posted a couple of weeks back. Basically, this is where you lot, a couple of weeks ago when we hit 2000 subscribers, asked me a bunch of questions. They could be about PvZ, they could be personal questions, YouTube questions, gaming, whatever. And then I have to answer them. If you enjoy this video and you like this kind of thing, be sure to drop a like on it. Be sure to subscribe as well. And I do want to say a huge thank you for the support on all of the other stuff. It's been absolutely unbelievable. And huge thank you to everybody who have sent in their questions. So we've got a bunch of them to get through. I don't want to waste any more time. And again, let me know if you guys want to see another Q&A in the future, just for the fun of it. You never know. You just learn stuff about me. You can learn stuff about my journey with YouTube and everything else. So, first question is from Yoshi. He says, interesting. What inspired you to be a content creator? So, it's a two-parter. And how do you keep that motivation seriously? It's a once in a blue moon. I have over 75% motivation to do anything. I think I need a therapist or something. Well, first of all, let's break down the question. What inspired me to be a content creator? Well, I've always enjoyed gaming from a very early age with my dad and my older brother, and I used to watch a lot of YouTube, obviously when I was younger, and I still do. I still watch a lot of YouTube now, and a lot of different content creators back then who still upload now inspired me. And at the time, I never had the equipment to do it properly, so I feel like in a weird way, what inspired me to be a content creator, it has to be the people that I was around at the time and where I was at the time in terms of interests. I loved gaming from an early age, and I always will love gaming. So, how do you keep motivation seriously? Motivation for me is all about energy. It's not necessarily always about being in the right mind at the right time. Energy can turn into anything good you want it to, and I feel like motivation that these days, in terms of streaming, going to work, homework, school, whatever, any of the hobbies you might enjoy, is super crucial. How do I keep it? I music. I feel like music has always been a big part of my life, in terms of motivation. And it's weird because certain kinds of music make me hyped to do stuff, and then you go from there. So, thank you, Yoshi, for the question. Nia says, "Do you agree with Jack Frost?" If you're talking about actual Jack Frost, or does he exist? Probably. I don't know. My brother's name is Jack, but he's not Iceman, so I'm not sure. Um, I have two questions. Number one, what's your opinion on Gumnut? And number two, what is the worst slash most annoying Gargantua? Thank you, Jack, for the question. What's my opinion on Gumnut? I feel like in PvZ2, I think it's reflourished. I don't think it's in the actual game. Gumnut is really good. It's obviously a defensive plant, and obviously the plant food makes chewing gum go all over the zombies, and they then have to eat through that and then continue. It's a very double defensive plant, and I think that is super dope. And I'd love to try it out sometime. What is the worst slash most annoying Gargantua? On PvZ2, for me so far, I need to upload that again at some point. So far, would have to be it would have to be the deep sea Gargantua. A, a close second is the one from Neon Mixtape Tour. I don't know if that has a specific name. The one with the long blonde hair and the guitar. That is a very close second. But Deep Sea Gargantua right now has been the most tankish, and he's not easy to kill. Super annoying in certain levels, and he's just a big pain in my backside. So yeah, that's my answer for that one. Uh, for how long do you see yourself doing YouTube streams and videos? Damien asked. Uh, a long time. I really hope. I've really enjoyed doing this and building this incredible community full of you lovely people at home, and just streaming in general, interacting with people, making people laugh. It is incredible. I enjoy doing videos like this, PC games, whatever it may be. I want to do it for a very long time, and it would be incredible to continue doing it. You know, I have fun, and I really, really enjoy doing it, and who knows what what the future will bring. But right now, your boy is not going anywhere. So I think Stevenson has actually posted a bit of a wrong comment right there, so we'll leave that one. Crocodile, I want to know what will you do after PVZ eventually dies out? That is a very good question, Scrapper. A lot of people ask me that, believe it or not. And I would have to find a new main game to play, obviously. But I hope by the time it completely dies out, the channel has gotten to the point where I can upload all of my variety content out, and it would still be enough to entice new people to the channel to enjoy the channel and stuff like that. So variety gaming, I think, would be incredible. Don't get me wrong, I think main in the game is super super good, but eventually there does become a point where you've done everything, and it's the same case with Garden Warfare 2 right now. But I still play that, and hopefully PvZ doesn't die out anytime soon. So who knows? We'll see what happens. Louder Zombie, what will you do when someone makes like a Garden Warfare 3 sort of game? The fact that you said sort of game, Ladder, kind of means it's similar to what we expected, but not fully. But what will I do if someone makes a game like that? I would definitely check it out. I think it would be interesting to see someone else's spin on the franchise. Whether or not it would be a safe thing to do right now is definitely not a good thing, because obviously with the whole thing being how bad and unstable the franchise has been at the moment in terms of previous games over the past couple of years, has not been great. So I think it would be interesting to see someone else take a spin on the franchise of Garden Warfare 3 and the whole franchise in general. Uh, but it would be a very dangerous move, considering how the franchise stands at the moment. So, can you please play Nun Massacre? Seeing you get terrified would be hilarious. Nun Massacre is a game on my radar. I do have more horror games in the books. There is a lot of stuff I do want to play, but there's a whole reason why I've not touched any of them yet. And who knows? It might be something to do with Halloween this year. I'm just saying, October is not that far away. We're already nearly in August, so who knows? Keep an eye out. Might have something in the bag. Anyway, N says, "Are you ever going to play Elden Ring live?" See, the problem is with Elden Ring, I have never been into the whole Elden Ring, Dark Souls kind of uh, trend. It's not because they're bad games. Elden Ring won Game of the Year, as far as I remember, last year, and well deserved. Honestly, it was spoken about everywhere, and it just took the world by storm. It was one of those games that just people were so happy to have seen come out, because I think at the time and even now the AAA industry with their single player games and multiplayer are not the greatest we've ever had. So, do I see myself playing Elden Ring live? Who knows? Maybe one day. With this whole variety thing we're doing on the channel, it could happen. You know, I'm trying out new games whenever I can, and thank you for the support and all of it. I really appreciate it. Okay, Yoshi says, "Do you have any big goals for YouTube now that you've reached 2,000 subs?" Well, the main one would to be hit 3,000 subs. That is our main goal. But my secondary big goal right now is to just enjoy what I'm doing and really hope to make you guys still enjoy the content. You know, there's a lot of you that have been around for a while, and I really hope that you guys don't get bored of what I upload and stuff like that. So I'm trying to put a little bit of extra things here and there just to keep that vibe going. So okay, um, G or German Bull, what's up, German Bull? How are you? Where did you get the name Curse Crocodile from? I have explained this before a few times, but just in case you didn't know, uh, I'll explain that again. So Curse Crocodile is obviously my YouTube name. Be sure to subscribe if you're new around here. But the name came from uh, well, it was never really a nickname I got given to me, but for those who don't know, my teeth are all shark teeth. I have rows and rows of teeth at the bottom. I have like an extra row of teeth at the top, and I always imagine myself having some weird superpower or something like that. Anyway, crocodile is one of my favorite animals, and I feel like with my teeth, I got a bit cursed because it started off with one tooth, and then another tooth, and then another tooth, another tooth, another tooth, another tooth, another tooth. You get the idea. And I was like, bro, crocodiles have a load of teeth. I'm a good swimmer. I eat a lot, and uh, I thought I was cursed, so I came up with cursed crocodiles. There was other names before that, but we don't talk about those. Anyway, Yuri, hello Yuri, it's good to see you again. Do you agree with the term "in it, guys"? That's bonkers. In it, bruv. In it, balls. Bonkers. Yeah, those are some words we do say. We don't really say bonkers a whole lot. Well, I don't. I say in it quite a lot. If you meet me in person, I say bruv and balls as well when I get annoyed. Blah blah blah. But yeah, those terms are relatively accurate. So, and when is Ghost of Tsushima? Again, with the whole variety games, I do want to get back around to single players at some point. I think the last single player game we did properly from start to finish was God of War Ragnarok, and that was a good few months ago now. So who knows? Maybe I could look into Ghost of Tsushima and see what is hanging around there, because a single player game would be fun. It's just the thing, we've got so much going on the channel at the moment in terms of different content. I don't know when to fit it in. So who knows? Maybe in future I'll get another single player game up and running. So we've got a couple more here. In your first video of YouTube, were you the kid talking or the adult in the background? That was me talking. That small voice um, was me talking, and the person in the background was my brother. So, quick, easy question right there. What made you start YouTube? Well, kind of explained this already, but I'll give it a tiny bit of a different answer. What started my YouTube, or made me start YouTube, was I enjoyed making people laugh in real life, and I always wanted to just give positive vibes to people. Man, don't worry about all your problems and stuff, and just try and enjoy every second that you have breathing. So, making people happy and laugh and just have a good time in general has always been my thing. And I'm a very bubbly person in real life. I don't really come across as negative, and yeah, I feel like, why not go on online at the time, and even now the biggest website in terms of uploading content is YouTube. And I was like, you know what, let's make people laugh, and well, fast forward about 2 years, and I'm growing an amazing community. So very, very thankful for that. Who's the best Irish person you know? I don't know many Irish people, Jack, so I'm gonna say you. I know more Welsh and Scottish people than I do Irish. So if you could ever sell your beard hair to anyone, would you accept your offer, and why? No. I would not accept any of this beard hair. This is all out of bounds, and I'm afraid, there is no way of sending it to you guys if I ever came up with that idea, which I wouldn't. So, would you think of doing PVZ 3? Maybe, maybe. I know PVZ 3 now is discontinued, so who knows? Maybe I could just test it out, see what I like and dislike about it, give my opinion on the game. But yeah, who knows? Maybe in the future we could play PVZ 3. I've got to play PVZ 2 still. I've not played that in a while, but that'll come back at one point. And final question here: will you ever play Crash Team Rumble on stream? I've actually played Crash Team Rumble on stream quite a bit. I played with Kazoo. Kazoo is a great friend of mine who also plays Crash Team Rumble. But yeah, I've played quite a bit of it, believe it or not. And yeah, I definitely will be playing it again in the future when there's new updates and new characters out. I think it'd be quite cool. So anyway, we're moving on to the YouTube questions now. As you can see, got a bunch of my recommended here on the right, so feel free to have a look. Anyway, here we go. I asked in the comment section what questions you might have, and people have clearly put them in the reply section for whatever reason. Anyway, Fromk says BFN when. Basically, when is BFN coming back? I will be doing BFN on the Switch at some point, but in terms of console, pardon me, in terms of console, I don't think it'll be happening. I feel like if I had to play BFN again, it would be on Switch. So keep an eye out. Who knows? Give it a couple months, and I might be back on there. You never know. Which is your favorite Garden Warfare game? this is a difficult question. I can't just give you a straight up answer, but in terms of the video, and I don't want it to be super long, I'm gonna go with Garden Warfare 2. I can say Garden Warfare 2. It sucks because as much as Garden Warfare 1 has introduced me to the franchise of the shooting version of the franchise, I have played a lot more Garden Warfare 2. It's also kickstarted my career on YouTube, and I love Garden Warfare 1. I can't answer that question, but if I had to, I'd say Garden Warfare 2. It's a bigger, better game. It does everything Garden Warfare 1 does, but 2 times, and it's helped me build an amazing YouTube channel full of great people. So yeah, I'll choose Garden Warfare 2. Sorry, Garden Warfare 1. I still love you, bro. How old am I? I am 22. In terms of when I'm turning 23, I'll be turning 23 on the 21st of August this year. So, um, yeah, I'll be turning 23 in less than a month's time. But I'm 22 right now. That's how old I am. How did you get into the PvZ franchise, and what made you decide to stay with it and the community for all these years? That's a very good question, sure. How did I get into PvZ franchise? Well, back in the day when I used to watch YouTube, I used to watch a lot of YouTubers who played the game, and that obviously kept me engaged. And then I remember a long time ago, I went to a arcade or an amusement, whatever you want to call it, arcade amusement, somewhere down south where I used to live, and basically I found a Plants vs Zombies shooter. Like legit, it was like a water shooter game, and it had the zombies and the pea shooter head as the gun, and it was super cool. Like I've never actually seen it before in any other arcade. I didn't even know a game like that existed in an arcade, and I just researched more into the game, and I fell in love. So, what's this? What have you? What made you just decide to stay with the community after all these years? Just sticking with what I enjoy. Don't get me wrong, I'll have my bad days on Garden Warfare and PvZ in general, but who doesn't have that with games? It's like all these other people that play GTA after all these years and Call of Duty after all these years. Garden Warfare 2 is the same thing with me, and PvZ it's the same with me. And I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. It's a game that I hold dearly to my heart, and I will forever love it and hate it. So, as a fan of multiplayer shooters, would you say you're more of an attacker slash aggressor, or you're a laid back and casual, or even strategic? Do you see yourself playing more shooter games in the future, so long as they are well made? Yeah, for sure. Definitely gonna play some more shooter games in the future. I'm definitely gonna be playing some bigger games and smaller games in terms of shooters. I think there's a big variety out there, and I'm super excited to give them a try one day. In terms of play style, depends what the game is. Call of Duty, I played it for so many years. I do like to get a bit aggressive on there. Laid back and casual is Garden Warfare, 9 times out of 10. And strategic is games like Escape from Tarkov, which I've never played, but I will do one day. It depends on the game, sure. It really does depend on the game. So, um, anyway, we've got a question here from Master Zoe. I'll check these questions out in a minute. What's your favorite variant and what's your least favorite variant? My favorite variant has to be fire on Garden Warfare, um, because obviously BFN has no variants, which sucks. Yeah, BFN doesn't have variants, so Garden Warfare 1 and Garden Warfare 2, I would have to say fire. Just super super easy to use, quite cheesy, and it's quite funny to get the kill even though the person's standing behind cover. And my least favorite variant has to be ice. I feel like it takes way too long to do anything, and it's just not for me. So, not a fan of ice, but I like fire. Anyway, we've got the last couple questions here, and then we'll be wrapping up the video. So, what inspired you to become a YouTuber? I've already answered that. But seeing other people do it, and seeing other people have success and build something that they love inspired me to do this. So, do you have another job other than being a YouTuber? Yes, I do. YouTube is part time. Who knows? Maybe if I ever receive the luck of the universe, I could do this full time. But unfortunately, um, I don't think that'll be happening. But anyway, in terms of my actual job, I work as a warehouse worker. I know it flipping sucks. 9 p.m. till 5 a.m. It's tiring, it's heavy lifting, and it's super boring. So nothing interesting there. Why did you stop streaming on Twitch? It's funny actually. I'd never streamed on Twitch. I never did. So I never did stop streaming on Twitch. But I think what you're trying to get at is why don't you stream on Twitch? It's because I've always been a YouTube fanboy. YouTube, I used back in the day. I use it now. I use Twitch a tiny bit now, but I like to watch videos more than actual live streams. So YouTube is the place to be for me. Do you ever plan on changing your setup? For example, getting a new camera and stuff. Not much. No, I think the stuff that I have right now is doing the job perfectly fine. I've got it all laid out the way I wanted it to, and who knows? Maybe I could do an extra setup video in the future if I do decide to change it. But yeah, maybe get like a big PC at the bottom of my desk someday. But apart from that, I've got my monitor here, my mic, my camera, and all the other stuff. And no, I don't plan on changing it anytime soon. Maybe upgrade it a tiny bit, but not completely change it. Maybe get a new camera, a new mic. Who knows? Anyway, final question of the video here. Which Garden Warfare 2 character would most likely tickle you at 3 a.m.? For some weird reason, I get the feeling that Imp would do that. He'll just try and get onto the bed. He'll hang on the bed frame as best as he can with his little legs dangling, and he'll just go. I don't know. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for today's Q&A video. We had some good questions. I hope you guys did learn a little bit more about me and a little bit more about my journey here on YouTube. I do want to say a huge thank you to everyone who made this possible. We hit 2,000 subscribers a couple of weeks back now. We just hit 2,100, which is insane. And I thank you all so, so much. So if you enjoyed the video, drop a like and let me know if you want to see more videos like this. I'm going to be live streaming some Pea Shooter Nights in about 10 minutes. Feel free to swing by and come check it out. So I'll see you a lot tomorrow for some Garden Warfare 2 action. If not, in 10 minutes for some Pea Shooter Nights. Take care, everybody. Thank you for watching. Post any more comments and subscribe if you're new. Catch you guys later. Have a good one.